Hey there guys, it's Jordan here from Forced Fable, and today I'm going to be giving you a preview of the new Xbox One dashboard that Microsoft announced at E3 this year. They basically said they're bringing a new look to the Xbox One. They're going to address a lot of fan feedback, make it up to 50% faster doing various tasks, more user-friendly, that type of thing, and more visually appealing. And they're also putting it more in line with their other products that run on Windows 10. So as you can see here, it's relatively, similar just in terms of general layout. But as you can see there, some key differences are on the left and up at the top. On the left there, you see some icons, which we'll get to later. On the top there, you see Home, Community, One Guide, and Store, which again we'll take a look at a little bit later. But as you see here, this main box is really just my most recently used game or app. If I had used, say, Netflix most recently, then it would be in that large square. But then as you can see here, we have some promotional tiles there telling me about Star Wars Battlefront, Forza, and the games with Gold program. And then down below we have Microsoft Edge and Netflix, which are just two other recently used apps: Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare, and NBA 2K15. And then really down here you see my stuff or my pins, and you can actually quickly jump to that by just pulling the right trigger. Of course, you can go all the way down if you want to, but pulling the right trigger will automatically take you to My Games and Apps, which is the thing that you see here. It's relatively unchanged. Really, it's just a list of games all the way until you get to the right, and then these are just the games that you own that are ready to install anytime you want them. And as you might see, there was an Xbox 360 title actually, Toy Soldiers Cold War, and with this update brings backwards compatibility. So basically, if you own a digital or disc version of a 360 game, if it's supported, you will be able to play it on your Xbox One, so that's pretty cool. Now, one of the main really key features or key upgrades about this new dashboard is the guide. And as you can see, there's those icons to the left. So if you're on the main home screen, you can either push left on the controller, or really if you're even in a game or anywhere else, you can double tap the guide button, and that will bring up this side menu on the left here. You can see there you can scroll up and change the profile or sign in, go down, see your friends, go down again, and that's where you can do parties and chat online. You can start a party. Here are your messages, and you can scroll down and open them there. If you go down one more, there are your notifications. You can see basically any recently installed games, achievements, friend requests, like you see right here pop up. I don't know this person, but I can open it up, and there you can see kind of the different things you can do there. You can add them, join them, invite them to a game, view their profile, etc. And then if you go down one more on the side menu, you see some quick access to settings, and if you want to turn off your console, turn off your Connect for mic chat, restart your console. And then you come down one more, and here's a big part of the menu, your access to your snapped apps. So as you can see here, snapped apps still show up on the right, even though the guide shows up on the left. I don't know if that's something they'll be changing or implementing a switching feature, but as you can see here, if you snap the Achievements app, you can see your 5 most recently played games. Let's say I go into Dragon Age Inquisition. Really, the achievement app is largely unchanged. I think they changed maybe slightly a little bit of the look of the app, but for the most part, it works the same way as it used to in the old Xbox One dashboard. And you can snap them to the top if you're tracking these achievements. You can set them as your background or share them with your friends, that type of thing. And as far as I can remember, that was all there in the previous versions of the dashboard. So if we go back to the guide, we can unsnap that app. And then one thing that I think they said they kind of wanted to expand on is the sorting features when you're in My Games and Apps. So if you go up here, you can sort by letter, recently used, recently updated, or sort by size. So if you're looking to clear your hard drive, you can see what your biggest apps are, and you can kind of go ahead and get those off your hard drive. So if we just want to go ahead and go back by saying Xbox Go Home, we can jump back to the main menu. See here, you can resume that most recent app at any time. And then again, as you see across the top there, Home, Community, One Guide, and Store. So you can go to those by using the left and right bumper buttons. Here is just kind of a news feed of your friends and you, some announcements from your favorite games should the developers put that out like that. Master Chief Collection just had an update, so the developers push that and it shows up in your community feed. And then you can quickly jump back to the top by using that button there. And you can share something to Xbox Live, such as a game clip by selecting that small icon. This takes you to the Game DVR app. This app, I will say, is fairly buggy, or was at this point in time when I shot this video. But basically, it looks roughly like it did before. Again, the look is slightly different, but you can view all your clips and screenshots there. So if you go over one more to the right, you'll be on One Guide. Basically, just all of your TV programming, your movies. You can look at live TV, movies from apps, TV shows from apps, app channels, etc. Um, so really, if you use your Xbox One for TV or a lot of movies and apps, you might be spending a lot of time in this new One Guide area, which I personally really like. And you can go into these things called app channels, and it brings you to this menu where you can see a list of like various channels that have lots of movies. So FX Now has quite a few good movies, I'd like to think. So you can kind of see a list of them right here in your dashboard, and then select them if you want to go and play it. Of course, to play that app, you have to have, or to play that movie, you have to have the FX Now app installed. And then here you can see just a list of all the app channels that are available. Alright, so let's go back here and check out the store, which is the last item here. And there you can see when you jump over to the right, it extends further, showing different categories of the store. Here's the game store. You can browse all games, look at new releases, top-rated games, etc. All similar features to what was there before. It's just laid out a little differently presented, hopefully a little easier for you to access. You can see all the games here. It takes you directly to the store where you can see a list of any games that you might want to buy or download or what have you. And there you can see the list is pretty long. I mean, it just keeps going, showing you all of the games that have come out recently. So we come back here, just kind of go further down, look at games that are popular. You can jump over to apps, shows, really all the apps you can download. So say you want to download CBS Sports or Twitch or whatever, you can download that. Movies and TV, here you can just buy or rent movies from the Microsoft Store, and then the same with music. You can pay for digital music there. And then you can quickly go back home by just using the left bumper to go all the way back, or you could hit the home button. So now we're going to take a look at the new browser which replaced Internet Explorer in the old dashboard. This one's called Microsoft Edge. It's pretty slick. I like it better than the old Microsoft or Internet Explorer app. But you can browse the internet very easily, move around the cursor. Works, pretty much the same way. Here you can play, if you go to a website that's supported in the Edge browser on Xbox One, you can play games such as this, which is Snake, and so I'm just playing this for a little bit. But really overall, I really like the new look of the Xbox dashboard. It's pretty easy to find where things are, so that's nice, but there are still a few bugs to be ironed out. But come November 12th, when this is released to the general public, I really think that people are going to like this, and really be glad that Microsoft redesigned the user experience. All right, so that basically covers it. Again, disclaimer: I just want to remind everybody that this, in fact, the version you're seeing right now is an older version. It's been updated quite a few times since then. They've mostly been behind-the-scenes updates, so you guys won't really see any differences by watching this video. But, mainly bug fixes, adding in a few more features. I should also say that when the dashboard comes out, big point here is the revised guide, backwards compatibility, which is huge for me because I have a lot of Xbox 360 games that I love to play. And if I can play that on my Xbox One, that's great. Also, they're bringing Cortana support. I don't know if that will be at release or shortly after this is released, but essentially it'll be just if you're at all familiar with Cortana, it's basically an equivalent to Siri. It's better in a few ways. I don't have a lot of experience using it, but I've seen it used before and it works very well. So I think that'll be really nice to have, and it'll be interesting to see. The voice commands, if you have Connect, it'll be interesting to see whether or not you can still use the old voice commands. So, for example, Xbox on, Xbox go home, etc. Or if you're going to have to completely change it to Cortana etc., or hey Cortana, do this, or whatever. But that is your look at the new Xbox One dashboard. Hopefully, you guys are as excited as I am for getting your hands on it. Come again November 12th. Look for that update and look for more news in the coming days. Microsoft will most likely be releasing a full list of the supported backwards compatibility titles at launch. Currently, I think in the preview program, there's about right around 30 maybe that are backwards compatible, and some big ones that are included there are Borderlands, Gears of War, um, Viva Pinata, Toy Soldiers, Shadow Complex, a lot of Rare titles, like the developer Rare, like Banjo-Kazooie, and those type of games. But Microsoft has said at launch there will be over 100 games available, which is really cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. And also for the Games with Gold program, following the release of this update, every month after that, and maybe possibly including November too, I'm not sure, but every Games with Gold lineup after that will automatically have the Xbox 360 games supported on backwards compatibility. So if you own only an Xbox One, or say you had a 360 but sold it or it doesn't run anymore, you're essentially getting 4 games for free every month. So that's going to be really cool. But again, I pretty much covered everything. You can see here right now, there's a controller customizing app right now. It's just updating my controller, so it's that's going to take a little bit. But they released an app to let you kind of redo some of the key bindings on your controller. So I haven't really toyed around with that a lot, but that's a nice feature, particularly for like handicapped gamers or people, who just want to get the most out of their controller, or who may not be able to use the controller as it's originally built. So that'll be really nice to have. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to stay tuned to Force Fable's YouTube channel. Kwame does a lot of games and game streaming, particularly on Friday, maybe throughout the week. I'm not entirely sure. But make sure you guys stay tuned so you don't miss out on those. And then me, I will be posting some update videos, or not some update videos. I will be posting some game clip videos and guides and how-tos, first impressions of various video games, probably mostly on Xbox 360 and Xbox One, but maybe here and there a few other systems kind of sprinkled throughout. But yeah, that about covers it. Once again, I am Jordan from Force Fable. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like and comment the video if I said anything particularly compelling, or if you have any questions about the new update, I might be able to answer them for you. And then if you really enjoyed this video and you check out our other videos and whatnot, and you like those too, make sure to subscribe to our channel. That really helps us in making more content and getting better content out there to you guys. So yeah, that about covers it. Thank you guys for stopping by, and we will see you next time.